Good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome to the PMI UAE Chapter event. We'll just give a couple of more minutes for everyone to switch from the previous session to this session, and we'll start in 2 minutes or so. Also, just wanted to make sure that everyone can hear our voice as well as you can see the video. We'll be starting with the presentation in a couple of minutes. Assalamu alaikum and very good morning, everyone. Thank you once again for joining this UAE chapter event. My name is Isra Sheikh and I'm joined by Sultan, the membership director. Before we start, I'll just quickly introduce you ourselves. Isra Sheikh, and I volunteer for the PMI UAE chapter as the Director of Finance and Governance. We will be actually going through the session for the governance and membership. I believe everyone can hear us and see the screen. Sultan, if you can please introduce yourself so that we can start with the presentation after that.
Sure, thank you, Israr. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sultan Shivani. I am the director. I'm a volunteer in the role of director of membership. Technically, as my colleague Israr started, we will cover today. Israr will cover the governance and finance, and I will be covering the membership. Definitely, I'm looking forward to hear from you the questions, the feedbacks, the way forward. How do you expect the membership team could support you in UAE chapter? Thank you very much, Israr. The floor is yours.
Great. Thank you very much, Sultan, for the introduction. Everyone, hope you enjoyed the session from Dr. Hazza. It was a great presentation and a very informative session. Now, we are actually conducting the parallel sessions, which is the main objective of is to present the components of the strategy as to how each of the domains are actually contributing to the strategy. So as Dr. Veda mentioned, the chapter came up with the strategy for 2024. So as you all know, and we also witnessed from the previous presentation, the world is changing, and there are a lot of factors which are actually contributing to this change. And the PMI UAE chapter was also driven by these changes, and it was not only the current pandemic. There has been changes even before the crisis hit us. The advancement in project management industry that has witnessed over the past few years, every industry has changed basically in terms of project management delivery. It's no more about just the scope, the cost, or the critical constraint that we talk about. It's more about the value. So every industry is actually going through some innovation in the project management field. Then we have emergence of different economies. We have the gig economy, we have the shared economy, and the project economy, which was coined by the PMI organization, which is of empowering and turning the individual's idea into reality. Then we have the technology, the fourth industrial revolutions that are actually contributing to these changes, be it AI, IoT, data, and the new 5G that is coming up. And then the concept of agility, of being agile, that shows how important being agile is. How much we have to learn, adapt, and then change. So that's has been a very important factor. And the global pandemic that has actually brought all of us into a digital world and made the digital as default. Now, see, all the crises that we have seen, the history has taught us, it brings changes, basically. It has actually bring new innovation. For example, the 2008 crisis brought Airbnb into the picture. Similarly, these kinds of crises, sometimes they say it's a blessing. I mean, not to not to mention also the drawbacks that it has of loss of lives, loss of jobs, and all that stuff. It hits a lot into economy. So while we were actually considering doing the strategy, a lot of these factors were actually taken into consideration. All the stakeholders. How even the chapter stays relevant to its members, to its youth, the students, then the volunteers, how our sponsors, we get impacted by the sponsors, how the chapter is going to develop further, how we are going to coordinate further and be relevant with the regional and international chapters, the government entities. We even collaborated with them, with the private sectors, universities, schools, and educational institutes. These were all our stakeholders that we went through during our strategy creation. The chapter then came up with a new vision for itself, which is empower and influence individuals with the innovative project economy principles to turn ideas into a reality. This is our new vision that we are actually taking forward. And our mission to achieve the vision has also changed. Our mission is to disrupt and create value, driven to our chapter members and partners to become agile, innovative, productive in the platform for the growth of project economy. Our values are around innovation, accountability, trust, equality, compassion, collaboration, commitment, community, determination, engagement, and overall learning. We all live and learn as we go forward. So our strategy revolves around these values. Now, coming to the subcomponent of the strategy, one of them is about the finance and governance. Once I finish with the presentation, Sultan, he will be actually doing his presentation on the membership subcomponent. We would also like to welcome questions on the right side of this presentation as we go along. Let me start with introduction of the team. Now, this is just the start of the team for the governance and the finance. It will be expanding more, and this is where we are actually calling out to our volunteering community to be part of this change. And like if you are interested in volunteering for these changes, please do apply for it. So this team actually consists of myself as a Director of Finance and Governance. We have a finance coordinator. Her name is Jamna, and she's actually supporting in not only in the financial coordination, but also she's working along with the data analyst, which is Naseem, who's done a wonderful job in creating an operational dashboard for us. So both Jamna and Naseem, they are actually working on that one, and they will be actually taking their experience and volunteering effort further on building a strategic dashboard as we go along. We also onboarded a PMO lead manager. This is one of the KPIs for us on this one. As I said, this team will expand further as we go along. So the objective that has been set for the governance team is to set up an efficient and effective governance framework to support the successful delivery of the chapter's strategy by end of year 2024. I just want a minute just to see if there's any message that we have over here. Okay, we're all good. Okay. Okay, so that's the objective. We have right now 4 initiatives that have actually come out from the strategy. The first of them is to set up a PMO office as a function for the centralized management of all chapters, projects, and initiatives. So what we are trying to do over here is ensure that all the initiatives and projects that are within the strategy or will be added to the strategy later on is centralized, and everything gets monitored. There's a KPI set for it, and we monitor the progress for it. So we already have a PMO manager lead appointed. We are currently working on a 100-day plan as to how we'll be actually starting with it and how we go along with that. So this is one of our first initiative. Second initiative is to create more channels of sources for income generation. Now, being under the governance and finance, one of the things that we have to ensure is that we have enough funding and enough budget so that we can actually deliver as a value to our members. So we are looking for more sources of income generation. So this is one of another initiative, and we have already put into our VRMS. We are looking out for a funding manager for this role. Third and fourth is more on the expenses. Now, this actually reminds me of a quote from Sunil Parasar, the president and CEO of PMI organization, where he says, and I quote, "We are not for profit organization, right? But we are not for loss either." So we want to ensure that we ensure that our income and whatever the revenue that are coming in, it is actually delivering the right value to our members, and we ensure that expenses are reduced every year. So like in 2020 we are aiming for 20%, and then in 2021 also we are actually aiming for another 20%. So we are looking for initiatives. It's not just about reduction, it's also about investment, where we can collaborate maybe some of the expenses. The fourth one is more about streamlining the chapter's invoicing process, where we ensure that the invoices are paid on time, and it has a very good workflow on that one. So that actually finishes my presentation with regards to the governance framework. I would like to hand over now to Sultan, and then after that we will be waiting for your question and answers. Sultan, since I have your presentation, I will be changing the slides for you. So over to you, please.
Thank you very much, Israr. My presentation will be, as we always say, sweet and short. I'm trying to trigger questions from your side. So we'll start from here. Please go on, Israr. Second slide.
Sure.
What membership team can do for you? Straight away, we ensure your happiness and satisfaction. So we have over 2,000 members in UAE chapter. We want my team and myself, we ensure that members' happiness and satisfaction are met. We encourage members to renew their membership. We encourage them to join the go back, please, Israr. We encourage our members.
Yes.
Thank you. We encourage our members to join the sessions and the events. Previously, it was individual attendance. Now it's more due to COVID-19 situation. It's an online sessions like the current one we are at. So we encourage our members to join these sessions for networking and meet up in there. We work very closely with our members. We listen to them. We try to create special rates for new joiners and renew. Second slide. Next, please. The satisfaction for the past 3 years has been increased. Thank you to the members. I mean, to the team, board members who was there, and definitely I will continue, and myself and my team to keep the satisfaction at top. So in 2017, it was 58%. In 2019, it was 69%. In 2019, it was 76%. And we are aiming to increase the satisfaction rate. Next, please. The membership count by January 2018, as we can see, it was 1999. By January 2019, it was 2053, and by 1st January 2020, it was 2131. We had a slight drop. We understand there is so many issues has come as an output of COVID-19 situation. The number slight drop, but we are working on certain packages to support the members to renew and benefit from the chapter and whatever chapter offers. But at the end of the day, by the end of this year, we are very optimistic that we will reach around 3,000 members. Next, please. Retention. If you can see the retention rate in here, in 2018, we managed to retain 43% of our members. In 2019, the number have increased to 58%. Alhamdulillah, by beginning of 2020, it was 62. By August, it dropped slightly, and again, we understand it's because of COVID-19. Lots of people have been laid off or redundant, but still UAE chapter is supporting the members. We are listening to them. The portal is open. We are happy to hear from anyone. We extend our hands and arms to everyone who needs any sort of support to retain them in the UAE chapter. Ultimately, by end of 2020, we are targeting 70%. It's very challenging, but it's doable. Hopefully, we will reach that target. Next, please. What's next? Uh, we are focusing mainly on four pillars in the new joiners initiative. So we're trying uh, to to increase the number of new joiners. We had an initiative which was run 2 3 months ago. Now currently we are on top of retention initiative. We are working on a retention initiative and along with PMI Middle East to come up with a package for retention, understanding people's situation that they have been laid off, they don't have a job, they need PMI support, PMI UAE chapter support, and we are there to help them. We will float in conjunction with the PMI Middle East satisfaction survey, and we will be having a voice of the members. Voice of the members, basically, we will open a portal. Everyone can reach us as a membership team, and we will hear from them, and we will definitely extend our support. So ultimately, membership team will focus on supporting the members, being with them, extend all type of support that needed from the membership team. We are in the process as a membership team to create a small team to support the members. The team will be scattered into two sides. The first side will be the new joiners. We will work closely with our outreach team in clarifying what sort of membership they can get, what sort of support they can get from PMI UAE, to what extent we can go along with them. The other side is retention. We will be contacting the members and ask them to renew their UAE chapter membership. And if they did not renew the PMI Middle East or the PMI main membership, we will support them in understanding the process. We can direct them internally if they have some sort of questions or inquiries. We can redirect them internally within the PMI UAE and PMI Middle East. Basically, we are here to support you. We will hold hand with you. Any sort of support that members requires, we will be doing for. We'll be working closely with them. I think this is end of my session. I wanted to be sweet and short. I just want to hear from you. It's an opportunity for me today to understand the whole situation and try to support the team. This is the end of my presentation, and I'm here to hear all the question you have. Thank you very much. Israr, it's all yours. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Sultan, for the presentation. We are open for the question and answer. If you have any questions, kindly please put into the question box, so which is next to the session chat. By the way, after this parallel session, we also have circles, basically, where you can actually join your industry specific circle, where you can network and meet with the co-members. Sultan, while we are actually still waiting for some question, would you like to kindly elaborate more on the different packages that you're working with the PMI directly?
Okay. The current packages which we are on top of it now, and we are in discussion with PMI, it's the retention package. We, as again, lots of people have gone through a tough time with COVID-19 and laid off. We have agreed with PMI that they will give us free tickets for members who have gone through such situation. For instance, if anyone has got they lost their job for any reason, they can provide us with any sort of document saying, I have lost my job, I cannot renew my membership, I need. They can just drop us a line and the attachment, and we will take care of that. Straight away, we will send him, after verifying and getting the code, we will email back to the member the email code, and we will assign him one of the members to coordinate directly with him and take him through the renewal process, and that will be, of course, free of charge.
Okay, that's a very good support coming from the PMI, because we had a similar question even in the previous session, where there were like how the PMI UAE chapter is actually supporting people who have actually gone through some crisis in terms of like loss in job, lost in career, and so on. We also have Dr. Veda, who has actually joined us very recently. Dr. Veda, welcome to this session.
Thank you. I just wanted to pass by and say hello to you and to the lovely audience around us. And I hope to meet the audience very soon and what would be our first physical event, inshallah, soon.
Inshallah. We have just finished with both our presentations, and Sultan just elaborated further on the support that the chapter is actually providing to their members. We are just waiting for like if there's any further question on this one before we end the session.
I just wanted to say thank you so much to Sultan as being Director of Membership. I think a lot of work has been done so far. However, there's a lot of work ahead of us as well. And as you always say, Israr, everything I do it for you, for the members. So that's a very exciting pillar in our strategy, and we cannot ignore our members, we cannot ignore our volunteers, and we rely on you, we rely on your participation. This chapter has been created for you. I hope the benefits are clear to you. And I hope that we can create a separate session, maybe Israr and Sultan, just to revise the benefits and be clear on what do our benefits provide to our members, how do we stand out, are we of benefit to them, and how can we raise the bar on ourselves in terms of providing benefits to our members and volunteers alike as well.
So definitely, we want to be more engaged with the members, like be with them, and have a very clear picture as to like how the strategy will be rolled out. What are the benefits for them with this chapter?
Thank you. And Israr, being the I don't want to say the oldest serving member on the board, however, the youngest age-wise and the most experience-wise. Thank you, Israr, for your continuous support to PMI. I know the efforts that you put in behind the scenes and in front, at the front line as well. You've been of great guidance to all of us, and I think the members rely on you, rely on our governance structure in terms of how do we move forward, move the PMI UAE chapter forward vis-a-vis other chapters as well, because I think the competition is on and it's high between UAE and fellow chapters around us as well.
But we are not competing, but we are more collaborating basically with them, so that like we all can grow together.
Bismillah. Thank you so much. I didn't want to interrupt you. However, I just wanted to make sure that we say thank you to you and your audience.
Thank you,
Thank you, Doctor, for passing.
Thank you.
We still waiting for if there's any clarity or anything which is needed from governance. While we're waiting for that, Sultan, let me elaborate further on like what has been happening with the PMO function. We recently onboarded the PMO manager lead, Miss Mehta. She is a very well experienced in a PMO function, and we are working together on having a 100-day plan for like how the PMO would be initiated. How would we actually go forward with the governance of it? Where we'll be actually like starting with the reporting. what skills, capabilities, and capacity we need for the PMO function. So there will be more team members joining in. So we are really looking forward for this the component of the strategy, and inshallah, it would be a successful one.
Yeah, thank you very much, Israr. Please feel free to ask any sort of a question. Definitely, we will answer it straight away. And, we are here to help you. We are here to support you. We are here to listen from you. As Dr. Muhammad mentioned that we need to have a different session or separate session later on, focusing on membership and how can the membership team support the members as we are in collaboration and cooperation with our fellow members.
So once again, if you have any question with regards to membership, with regards to the strategy, the new strategy that we have, with regards to the governance and finance framework, please put in your questions. And if you are interested in being part of the execution, please put in these questions as well, and we are here to answer you. You can type your questions, which is next to the session chat. Sultan, we have one question from Mr. Sajid Ahmed. He says, greetings, requesting help of PMI UAE senior management for achieving the fruitful goal of one. PMI helps all its members who are not in job currently and follows up with him personally until he is placed by using PMI networking. Secondly, it is recommended to publish in newsletters a KPI related that all members are supported. Sultan, you want to answer this one? Then I'll follow up with that.
Okay, I'm reading the question at the moment. Says requesting help of my PMI UAE senior management for achieving the goal of PMI. Number one, PMI helps all its members who are not in job currently and follows up with him personally until he is placed by using PMI networking. Second, it's recommended to publish in the newsletters a KPI related that all members are supported. Yes, what we are currently doing in our capacity, we are offering that again, the retention package, renewal package for people who lost their job. We have a LinkedIn channel for PMI LinkedIn channel. I think that will be a great support for anyone who is looking for a job and needed the PMI support. Being part of the LinkedIn and UAE PMI UAE chapter support, that will I think that will give a great boost for the job application. Yeah, Israr, please.
Yeah, sure. Great. Thanks, Sultan, for that. Now, what I would like to add, Sajid, is that PMI UAE chapter is a platform for such opportunities. It gives you the the opportunity which is required. Then it's also up to you, how well you actually network with the peers and present yourself in terms of your skills, your capability. The platform will give you that opportunity. One of the best ways I have actually seen, I would also recommend you, is to join the PMI as one of the volunteers, and that will give you a further recognition in the network of the things that you can do, and plus you will meet some very interesting people that can take that can support in taking your career forward. I hope that answers the question, and please do. You're welcome to post more questions on this. We have a second questions over here from Mr. Izaz Ahmed, and his question is: can you give some information about volunteer opportunities available in PMI UAE chapter? Definitely. Okay, let me start with this, Sultan. Okay, I'll start with the governance and the finance opportunity that are there. We are actually forming up a PMO function, and currently we are actually assessing what are the capacity and capability that we require as resources, as skills, basically, to form an efficient and effective PMO function. So there will be in the next 1 or 2 weeks, we will be actually posting the roles that are required for this. So if you are interested, and if you see yourself basically adding value to that role, please do apply for that. The second is basically we have already a role which is applied on the VRMS, which is for the PMI the funding manager, which contributes to the second initiative of the governance, which is for looking for additional sources of income. So if you are even interested on that one, and if you go to the PMI UAE VRMS, you will see more and more roles which are actually posted over there. Sultan, if you want to add to it, please.
To Asrar's answer, we have again in the membership team, we have posted 2 vacancies as on volunteer basis, basically. And we received so many on VMS system or platform, and we received some of the CVs and people that are interested to join. If you would like, please keep a close look at the VMS, because from time to time some positions are posted in the VMS. You can join. I mean, you can just click on it, and it will come straight away to us, and we will call you for a quick and short interviews. Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Sultan. We have a question from Mr. Sayyid Amir Hussain. He says, hi Israr and Sultan. Great to join the first interactive chapter session. My question is, how we are scoping UAE chapter in minimum 3 steps, moving ahead, taking as an agenda. If I do understand the question, Sayed, I'm sorry, I'm not very clear on your the question. Is what are the 3 main core scope of UAE chapter? See, for us, everything revolves around the member, and what the members are looking for is value. So our focus is more on how we can actually deliver value to our members, because each and every members are unique. They come from different industry, different background, so their requirements are different. So we need to actually ensure that we are giving the right value for their time that they're actually spending with the chapter. One of the steps that we have actually taken is to categorize our members into different industries. Like 80% of our members come from these 5 industries, which are construction, technology, healthcare. Then we have business consultancy, and even the government. So these are the different industries that most of our members are coming from. So we like to cater and deliver value to them as per their needs. Sultan, your take, please, on this.
You have well said. You have cleared it of Israr. I would say the UAE chapter, from membership perspective, it's to encourage people to join the UAE chapter, retain them, and provide them the best service and support we could offer in our I will sum it up from membership perspective in these three: join, retain, and provide the best service. Yeah.
Great. Thanks. We have another question coming from. Let's see. We have from Mr. Ejaz Ahmed, but I believe we have already answered this. Which his question is, can you give some more information about volunteer opportunities available in PMI UAE chapter? We answered that. If you can please follow up on the VRMS, that would be great. We have Mr. Barak Abdul Rahim joining us. His question is, hello, I have missed the beginning of the session. What is the plan for the engagement with the members and how frequent are the meetings, whether they are online or physical in the future? Let me repeat that for you, Sultan. Mr. Barak's question is, what is the plan for the engagement with the members and how frequent are the meetings, whether they are online or physical in the future?
We have due to COVID now, it's mostly online, but we are planning by next year to do the first physical if the instruction came from the government to allowing the physical meetings. Online, we're planning. There is nothing called as periodic or frequent. There is so many logistic works happen behind the event. If we're talking about an event, but we're trying our best to do at least one event a month. Overall, if you want one-to-one sessions or group sessions, sorry, with the membership team, we could have a plan to have it like once in every quarter. We bring all the members around and we pick up a topic and we allow the members to present. And from there, we open the platform for Q&A sessions and keep the channel open to hear from all the members. There is two sides of this, Mr. Barak. It's first of all the event, which is similar to whatever we are doing today. And there is, if you're talking about one-to-one meetings or group-to-one meetings, membership team and the members, I would recommend to do it on a quarterly basis. Online sessions, there is after within the board, we have Ms. Rosanna or Mrs. Rosanna. She's doing the event on. There is I think one or twice event every month, and that will be considered as a training, and PDUs will be credited for that those type of events. Yeah.
Okay. So I think we have run out of time. Basically, now the session for the circles would be starting. So I would really request everyone to actually move to the circles session and join the respective industry. Any further question, you can actually post it in the survey that is going to come up. And also, you can contact any of us, from the chapter. Thank you very much once again for joining us, and we look forward to see you soon, inshallah, once the situation actually goes back to the new normal that we say. Be safe and take care, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for attending the session, and be safe and thank you.
Thank you.